Right. Welcome to the probate workshop here for Durham, North Carolina. I'm Courtney Rollins, the probate certified probate expert for Durham, North Carolina. Just a little disclaimer: if you've never been on this channel or come to this space before, when I say expert, I'm not claiming that I know everything in probate. I am a person who's dedicated to the process, learning the process, so I can share my experiences with you all. I'm not offering legal or financial advice. It's more, again, this is how I serve, this is how I give, this is how I am able to identify people who need help that I can hopefully serve. And the main way that I'm able to convert that to business is, um, excuse me, that I oftentimes there's real estate involved, and and often I can be the person that come in and help offer a solution for the real estate. So we'll so that allows me to to keep the doors open. Today is just going to be a brief overview of the probate process for a large estate in Durham, North Carolina. Each week, I'm going to come up here, and if there's people here, I'll answer questions and respond to questions. But more for the most part, I'll pick a particular aspect of the probate process and actually go over that with you all. So today, we're just going to go over a review. We're just going to review it. All right, see, just got an urgent message from someone, but that's okay. We have to gotta keep it moving. This is also live, as you can see. If you're interested in other information regarding probate, especially in North Carolina, check out the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel. I have hundreds of videos dedicated to probate and to senior living and transition. So that may be very helpful. Well, hopefully, it'll be helpful to you. So let's take a look at this. Let's dive in. Let's see. I'll share my screen, I think. Present arms, share screen. There we go. And there you go. And there we go. And there I go. Now I'll present over here. Click present. Okay. If you are experiencing a probate or know someone going through that, I really just want to extend my condolences as well. I know this is not the easiest time for you. So if you are going through probates, just a reminder, probate is the process of settling the affairs of a person who's deceased. So when someone passes away, you can't just go and just start accessing their bank account or accessing other personal items, personal property. You also, there's also bills that may need to be paid because someone may have passed away and they have debt, or they on a mortgage, or claims from the hospital bill, something. Someone needs to have a way to address those issues. And the probate is the process for that, for most property, for most estates. It depends on the size of the estate, depends on how things are titled and structured. But for the most part, if you die, if someone passes away with assets in their name, property in their name, and they have debt, then usually for most states will have to go through probate in Durham, North Carolina. Every state is different, and even every county operates a little different. Now, of course, the rules are the same for that county or state in that state, but the way it's handled is a little different. So after someone's passed away and you've already done the funeral arrangement and stuff, you will need to go ahead and start making an inventory of all their assets and all their debts. I would not necessarily reach out or start paying any of them yet, but make sure that you at least start pulling it together. That's going to be a part of the actual process. You also will need to become the personal representative, whether they passed away with a will and maybe they denote that you're the personal representative or the executor, or if they pass away without a will and you want to step up and be the administrator, you can do so. So if there is a death certificate, which you'll receive the death certificate from the funeral director, you'll be able to go and apply for administration, letters of administration, or letters of testament. Regardless of saying his personal representative, who gives you the legal right to now handle the affairs of the estate. So that is a much needed document and process that needs to take place. And there's a filing fee for that each time as well. Now, next step is when you'll choose. If you're in Durham, North Carolina, we highly recommend one of two publications that you'll have to send out a notice to creditors so that everyone has the opportunity to make a claim against this estate if they have any debt. After that time period has been adhere to. And right now you have to run it for 4 weeks straight. And then after the fourth week, all creditors or potential creditors have 90 days. So it's a total of 4 weeks plus 90 days is 4 months. So 4 months from the time of the first notice is when you will be able to, everyone will have their claims come in. And after that, for the most part, no one else should be able to make a claim against you, depending on the type of debt it is. For most debts, they only have those that there's technically 4 months. Now, please note, again, I still would highly encourage you to not necessarily start paying things off, because depending on how much is left in the estate, there's a priority of who has to be paid. So you don't want to pay a bill that was a low priority when some other bill could have been paid or should have been paid. And so just note that. Then you'll administer. That's time to go and start, making the payments to those different safe places and dealing with the assets, hopefully you're connecting with an attorney to help you guide you along the state. Hopefully you may even have a probate specialist such as myself or other folks helping you also, because the attorney is extremely important, invaluable, and there's still aspects of the probate that they won't be doing. And we can help you with that and help minimize the time that you're in front of the attorney, which probably minimizes your cost, because my services don't cost. Again, if I'm when there is property involved, and if I'm able to make a viable solution for you, the folks I work with is how I get paid. If there isn't property involved, I'm the go-giver mentality. As much as we can give, the more I get to receive and learn. So it's I'm unselfishly being selfish, to be just transparent. And also you get a helper's high from helping folks as well. So we're here to help, we're here to serve, regardless of property or not. Of course, we said it, you'll address the debts. I highly recommend you negotiate the debts, because quite often companies will take a reduced price or sometimes even write it off if a person has already passed away. So highly encourage you to, and closed mouths do not get fed. So you need to ask, right? You'll need to file the taxes. If you have probate open for longer than a year, you'll have to file a tax each year for that estate. Any income in, any income out, all that stuff, the taxes will be filed. When you finally file the final accounting, you'll have to file your taxes, and you'll be good to go. And you'll make your distributions to the heirs. Make sure they sign off, they get any of the funds or assets that's left over. And then you can be discharged from your responsibilities, and it's and be relieved of that. It's a daunting task. So congratulations if you made it all the way through. I highly encourage you to, again, reach out to us. Let's see what this next slide is. Oh, that's what we do. We listen before we talk. But so this is the Probate Weekly Workshop. It will be looking forward to seeing how it'll evolve. And how do I get out of this? And please spread the word, because I want this to be something that is helpful. And if it's not useful or helpful, and then the way I find out if it's helpful is if you're responding and giving me information. So please let me know what you think, what questions I could answer, what questions you have, and we'll rock and roll from there. Other than that, this is the Life in Transitions Experts podcast. Let your light shine.